Hey, what's going on, Rockstars? Welcome to the channel. I'm recording this video on Monday, May 12th, 2025. And of course, USPS and UPS have both announced price increases. And I know we talked about this beginning of the year. We talked about their increases, doing it twice and sometimes 3 times a year during the holidays. But let's jump right into it because I know nobody wants to watch a long video. You just want to know what the increases are. So here we go. USPS, and this was announced over the weekend, raising their rates in July. They will raise the cost of shipping packages beginning July the 13th. So mark your calendars down. On July 12th, you want to buy all the packages, excuse me, that you can to get the cheapest shipping before that increase. In a nutshell, priority mail will rise an average of 6.3%. USPS ground advantage rates will rise on average 7.1%. And Parcel Select, which I don't think many people use Parcel Select. Anybody in the comment section use Parcel Select? What do you use it for? What is even the point of that? That's going to raise 7.6%. Online sellers will be hit by the rising cost of shipping directly and by payment processing costs, as well as the higher fees from marketplaces like eBay and Etsy. We know that, which they charge their commissions on the entire transaction. The impact of the July postal rate hike is greater on retail rates, which is when you buy your postage inside the store, than on commercial rates, which is when we buy them online. Obviously, we get a bigger discount online. No price changes are being made to Priority Mail Express, domestic extra services, international ancillary services, or international product. However, the USPS will make changes to its non-standard fees for packages, including Priority Mail Express. In February, that the USPS was going to apply non-standard fees to more types of packages in line with their PRC, which is the Postal Service regulations, and restructuring non-standard fees across multiple competitive products would include a new category applicable to items with non-standard characteristics like tubes, rolls, liquids, wooden boxes. So those of you that maybe send stuff like posters, movie posters, or maybe even golf clubs in a box maybe. Okay, so the takeaway from this and the summarization is no change to Priority Mail Express, which is PME. Retail rates rising 7.3% on average. I gave you those 7.1, 7.3, 7.6. Commercial rates rising 5.1% on average. So 7.3 is the retail, 5.1 for us. Retail flat rate boxes. If you go into the post office and you buy a small flat rate box, it is now $11.70. Medium is $21, large is $29.99, and large APO, FPO, DPO, the military, is $28.70. You get a little discount. USPS ground advantage, retail rates rising by 9.8%, and on commercial rates, which is us, it's rising 7% on average. So if you're buying a $10 package, you're going to pay an extra like 70 cents, right? The Alaska Limited Overland Route, LOR price category, will see a 9.9% average increase. So shipping into Alaska. USPS Ground Advantage commercial packages will be sealed against inspection to better align it with our retail offering and help to grow the volume. And then also the Parcel Select, which I don't know. I don't know what Parcel Select, I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know anybody that actually uses it or when it comes in handy, like when it actually makes more sense, right? So every time they raise the price, their volume goes down. I don't know if they know that. Let's also update the craziness that is the UPS rate raises. So UPS, United Parcel Service, is raising their rates amid their $3.5 billion cost-cutting initiative, right? UPS raising rates, posting that the information on its website where it stated the UPS rate updates help to support ongoing expansion and capability enhancements as we strive to maintain a higher level of service that you've come to expect from the UPS. But the rate announcement comes amid a $3.5 billion cost reduction in 2025 that includes layoffs and building closures. I'll link the video below. I talked about it. They're laying off 20,000 people and closing 70 locations. Pretty significant. So they're cutting $3.5 billion, but now they're raising rates. So they're trying to cut costs and make more money. UPS called its initiative the largest network configuration in its history with 164 operational closures. So in addition to those 70 locations, they're doing another 94 operational closures, which is crazy. It will enable the U.S. domestic operating margin expansion and increase profitability. So we're doing this to increase profitability, make more money. At least they're honest about it. At the same time, Amazon is expanding its rural delivery network, announcing on April 30th it's investing over $4 billion with a focus on small towns across the United States. So Amazon growing, building, rural, doing all this stuff. UPS, post office, just shooting themselves in the foot. Interestingly enough, an eBay seller had asked in a Q&A feature during Wednesday's eBay seller check-in last Wednesday that eBay is striving to get the best prices possible for shipping. Will eBay ever partner with Amazon Shipping to give cheaper prices in the US? I don't know. That's a great question. What do you think? Do you think eBay can ever work with Amazon? Do you think the two competing marketplaces will ever do something together on shipping? Amazon keeps taking over the shipping market. eBay may not have a choice, right? The UPS rate change takes effect on June the 2nd. Again, mark that in your calendar and are outlined on this UPS page, which I can link for you guys as well. They include new remote area surcharges to ground saver packages, changes to additional handling, large package surcharges for zone 7 and higher, and an increase to overall maximum limit fees. UPS has said its cost reductions were expected to exceed the revenue loss from the reduction in Amazon business. If you missed my video, which I'll link below, they are cutting out a ton of Amazon business because it's just not as profitable enough for them as some of the other clients that they have, because Amazon gives them such big volume that they also demand really, really cheap prices. And UPS was like, hey, let's bring on all this business. And then, hey, we're not really making a lot of money on all this stuff. Like, we could be focused on other stuff. So that's sort of why they're doing it. And then I'll link this rate update, which is effective June the 2nd, 2025, the applicable zone charge, additional handling for large packages, surcharges. The shipping charge correction audit fee will be greater of $1.65 per package, subject to shipping charge corrections, plus 12% of the total amount of the shipping charge correction. So if you were supposed to pay $20 and you put it in wrong and it was $15, they're going to charge you, like 12% of that extra amount. So maybe it's an extra $5. 12% of that could be an extra 60 cents on top of you paying that $5 for $6 difference and $1.65. So they're going to really hammer you if you're not correct about it. Problem I have with that is they falsely accuse people of not measuring and weighing their packages wrong all the time. I put one in that was like 18 by 14 by 12. I purposely put it at like 19, 15, 13, and the package was like 31.5 pounds, which I would round up to 32. I put it in as 33. I overpaid for my package, probably by like $2 or $3 to test them, because I kept getting flagged, and they flagged it as wrong. And I had pictures and video, and I called them and I said, what you're doing is fraud, it's illegal, and if you flag one more of my packages that I overmeasured, overweighted, on purpose to set you up. Like, I literally got in contact with their claims department and a supervisor. I said, because it was clear they were flagging my account, because I use a direct UPS and a pirate ship account. And I had like 5 or 6 in the matter of 2 weeks, all flagged. And I knew they were all right. They were all the same boxes, all the same weights. And so I just let her have it, and I showed her the evidence. I emailed it to her. I haven't had another package flagged. Not since. It's insane how much they get away with. They do it because most people won't take the time to fight, and they figure if they flag 1 million packages and get an extra $10 a package, $10 million, and half the people fight it and win or don't win, that's $5 million. They still made an extra $5 million in their pocket for lying, essentially. And there are dishonest people. There are the Nicole Snakes of the world that take advantage of shipping companies and different things and try to get over on them. And I get it. They don't want to get defrauded out of that stuff, and they're perfectly within their rights to audit, but don't flag people incorrectly. And if your AI sucks at it, then fix it, right? Another example of AI. So there you go. That's USPS and UPS, the updates to their pricings for June the 2nd and July the 13th. July 13th, USPS, June the 2nd, UPS. Mark it down because those dates are coming fast. As always, thank you guys for watching the videos. I appreciate it. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, Thrifter Reseller World 2, while we work on the first one, please join it below and check out our podcast, Never Offended. Episode 2 is out, and we'll have episode 3 out later this week. So lots of great content to watch over there on the podcast. It's non-reseller related. It's about everything going on in the world: sports, politics, news, women, men, life, relationships, reselling, business, money, our day-to-day shenanigans. Just go check it out. Never Offended, but don't be offended if you do. All the links to everything I talked about are down below in the description box. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and come back. Watch future videos. I'd love to have you back on the channel. And until next time, see you guys later.